it's a bit terrifying, to quote Elon Musk. Why? Because we don't know what else comes with this. This is like an alien life form. We have no idea what to predict, what it will be capable of, how it will view us when we are ants to its intellect. Okay? It is a tool, but it is also Pandora's box. Grok 4 is the biggest step towards AGI and may be one of the last steps to AGI. My feeling is, what I've been saying forever, 2027 to 2030. I am leaning more to the 2027 now because of this announcement last night. We are on the verge of AGI and everything in human existence changing overnight.
So, how old's that video?
From June.
From June. Okay, so depending on where in June, it's 2 to 3 months old.
Mm-hmm.
I heard a while ago, I would assume this is still true, that AI is doubling in capability every 5 months.
Yeah. You know how compound interest works?
Yeah.
So a compound learns on itself.
Yeah.
Meaning it learns from itself. So
Okay.
if it doubles its intelligence, it's not going 4 times it the next time. And it keeps stacking.
Okay. And so with doing that, it's doubling every 5 months.
It's growing at astronomical speeds.
Which what we've seen so far, obviously, the little intro video you did, just like some of these videos that people are making, there's no way to discern if it's real or false.
Yeah.
So
100%.
At this point in time, we are already at a point where we have no idea if something is true or a lie.
Yeah. How long have you been using AI for anything?
I don't. I use it when it's built into something, like, for instance, for our Bible study, it sends from Zoom. It sends like an AI recap.
Okay.
I don't have like ChatGPT. I don't type in stuff. I messed with it one time, and I know it makes everything a lot easier for people.
So the minute it came out, I downloaded it.
Okay.
And I wanted to play with it.
Okay.
But I also wanted to be cautious. But I remember even just sitting down with my kids because of the dinner table, and they still remember me doing this. But I said, all right, we're going to sit down. We can ask it questions. You can ask anything you want. See what it says. And then when Dad's done, we're going to delete the app. And I didn't touch it again for a long time till just recently. So that and TikTok, like I've been jumping on things that I haven't been part of. And like, it's pretty amazing to see the technology, how it's grown. I started using it for the podcast and literally thumbnails I'm using for our videos and asking for YouTube videos on content that we're getting. Like it's so helpful. But it's also crazy to see where I started and the pictures, like even the intro video of Will Smith. We all seen that.
Yeah.
And that was like last year or a year and a half ago. I don't remember the exact dates, but literally watching that video change.
Yeah. So let me ask you, where do you think this is all headed? Like, where do you see this taking the world?
I'll be honest with you, I'm almost brought us tinfoil hats today because I feel like we're going to be speculating, and I think it's going to lead to I think a lot of government surveillance. Like I think they're already using our phones and our computers and everything to listen to us and figure like who we are and what we're doing. I think that's part of it, and I think the video that we watched at the end where that guy starts to ask them questions, which we'll get to. I don't see how this could be used for all just good. Like if they're showing us what they're capable of doing with it, and we've seen the improvements over the last 2 years, if that's what they're showing us it can do, what are they not showing us? That's what I'm scared of. So where it's going, I think they're going to show us a few bells and whistles to be like, oh, this is amazing. I can make a video out of nothing. Yeah. But it also means they can make a video of us at any time doing something we're not doing and saying you're guilty of something. Yeah. Or our leaders in our world doing something that if you don't want someone to be a leader anymore, you're just like, well, I got a video of them, and now we're going to live in a world where you don't know what's real and what's fake.
No clue.
So the deception's huge. What do you think it's where we're heading with this?
Well, you asked me how much I use AI, right? And you know me. You've known me for a long time. You know how I stick to my guns on everything, right? If I make up my mind on something, I'm like, that's it.
Yeah.
And I've kind of been that way with AI. I'm that way with social media. I think social media is horrible for society. I think it's horrible for the youth. I believe it would be okay if there was an age limit where people weren't allowed to use social media until they were 18. That in that case, I might actually use social media because I do see the positives too. I think it's great for businesses to be able to advertise. I think it's great to be able to stay in touch with certain friends and be able to, have their like your pictures and your videos. So those are the positives I see with social media. But I think the negatives outweigh the positives.
And there are kids using it already. My wife's a teacher, an elementary 6th grade teacher. And she said, and I don't want to name, like I say, it's my wife. I'm just going to leave it ambiguous, but like there's been students who they think are using AI to write their papers already.
Oh, I know. And so my point with talking about that all with social media is I feel the exact same way about AI. I think there's plenty of good, obviously task-based things, like you said, with editing the videos. I think task-based things are great, right? Like it can make life so much easier in certain ways.
Yeah.
But also, I think the negatives outweigh the positives greatly.
Yeah.
I think it's going to replace people's jobs. I think it's going to replace people's relationships. I think it's going to replace everything that actually is important to us as human beings and make us not human.
Right.
And that's why I stick to my guns from the start. Obviously, like I said, if it's built into something, whatever, if I have to use it, I'm using it. But I do not go out of my way to use AI because to me, that's almost like supporting something that's meant to replace me.
Right.
And I don't want that.
Right. Well, it's like one of those things that you start learning how to use it now and become one of the people that use it for your future.
Yeah.
Or do you become a dinosaur like the Neuralink? Not to get us too away from AI, they're kind of attached in a way.
Oh, yeah.
If there's a point where everyone's starting to get Neuralinks because they just became commercially available.
Yeah.
Like you can get one if you want.
Yeah.
And they're showing these guys that have them playing video games and like they're unstoppable basically when they get into like Call of Duty, things like that. And like they're like, I can't imagine not having it. Morally, I would be against getting it just because I don't like with religion alone. I don't think God's going to allow it.
No.
And I think that's where a lot of the similarities. I think me and you were talking about the Tower of Babel effect.
Yeah.
Where it's even breaking down, translating, and humans all started speaking one language. Like, I think that's part of the rapture part where I started feeling things. I'm like, I don't think God can allow this. Kids growing up without having AI in their lives, it's like us having internet. It's going to be such a technological jump as opposed to like just our internet connections. We thought it was going to be this great thing to keep us connected. Text messaging, I was like, dude, this is so great. And it's kind of turned us all in a different direction.
Yeah, the enemy has taken all of the tools available to us and twisted them to be able to exploit everything.
Right.
To be able to create worse addictions than people have ever had, to create more depression, to create more anxiety, to be able to create, just that level of self-consciousness for young girls.
Yeah.
The enemy takes everything that is based through the internet and uses it for horrible. But God has also done the same. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. The scary part to me is that the morality of AI is largely based on part of the two things that I think that would be the scary part, I suppose, is it's learning from us in social media. And if we have all these bots included in the chats and stuff, it's seeing how probably destructive we are to each other.
Yeah.
And that can't be something they view as something good if it's built to help us. And then the morality of the people creating it.
Yeah.
And if it's not based in biblical values, even though our constitution's based on certain things with our Bibles, it's not solely, but it's, a large part in the things that we are taught in the Bible are for most part, people think it's good lessons for life for anybody, not just Christians.
Yeah.
But the morality, if you start seeing how things go and it starts to judge people, or if it becomes a surveillance system and it's meant to judge you, its morality is going to play a part in that.
Yeah. Whose morals?
Right. That's scary to me.
Yeah.
When we talk about where's this going, I'm a little bit freaked out about that.